power outages, dead batteries on the job site, no power when camping, off-grid work sites. That's the problem. Today I'm going to be demonstrating ALLPOWERS R1500 Lite. They sent me this to do a review. There will be a link in the description. You can save an additional 10% off site-wide. ALLPOWERS is having a New Year's sale, up to 75% off until January the 20th. This is the ALLPOWERS R1500 Lite. It provides continuous power at 1600 watts with a surge up to 3200 watts. The key to selecting the portable power you want is understanding what your needs are and how you're going to use it. Do you want solar panels? You can get this with solar panels. You can get much smaller units to this and much larger units than this. It all depends on how you plan on using it. Are you going to use it around the campsite? You can always use it for a power outage. You're not going to power your dryers with it, but you could certainly make coffee, use lights, watch the TV. This unit checks off those boxes. And you can use it for DIY. If you have a little workshop, doesn't have power in it, you're tired of running extension cords from your house all the way out to the shop, or if you're working remotely, if you're on a job site that doesn't have a power hookup, or if you're out in the country. So you got some land and you want to go out there and do a little bit of work, enter some of your tools. You can recharge your battery operated tools on the go. Just plug it in. There's 4 AC outlets on the front for 110 voltage, and you can extend the amount of work that you want to do. If you're camping, power up your phones. This has the latest battery technology. It's a lithium iron phosphate battery. This is rated for 3,000 charge cycles, which that's pretty close to 10 years if you did it every day. If you're going to go camping off grid, you have 2 MC4 connectors attached to the panels. Take the adapter, plug in the male and female connections, take the XT60 and you plug it into the port. It's all color coded. The yellowish orange port. Then all you got to do is make sure that the sun's shining, and you can continuously recharge this when you're on your camping trips. But before you go on a camping trip, just grab your AC current adapter. This is a 16 gauge wire. Plug it in before you leave, and in under an hour, about 50 minutes, you can go from 5% charge to a fully charged battery. Or while you're driving to the campsite, you can plug it into your car adapter and charge it on the go. This is sold separately. Now let's talk about what's on the front. Any item that you power with a standard car adapter, right here. You have 2 USB-A charge ports that are 5 volts, 18 watts, and 2 USB-C 100 watts. That's rapid. That'll charge your phone pretty quickly. Here's the power button. It's currently on. Depress and hold it for 3 seconds, it turns it off. Depress and hold it for 3 seconds, and that turns it on. These are your 4 AC plugs. They have these rubber dust covers. To turn on your AC power, turn that on. I don't have my Bluetooth connected right now, so if I want to, this is your DC. Just press it and it turns on the DC. And if you want to enable your Bluetooth, you can go and download the app. Make sure you turn your Bluetooth on by depressing this. And then you'll see it illuminates with the Bluetooth signal. And then you just pull out your phone and you can make adjustments, monitor the battery while you're on the go. Pull up the app, then tap next, and it's going to connect. I tested it from about 15 to 20 feet and didn't have any issues. Okay, now we're connected. You can turn on and off the DC and AC power. You can operate it in eco mode. There's a standard mode, a mute mode, and a fast mode. The fast mode won't charge in fast mode if it's almost fully charged. There are 4 timer modes. Maybe you want to run an electric blanket for an hour at bedtime. Here I'm just charging it up a little bit. You can see the input wattage.
Let's get back to it.
This produces pure sine wave, the same as what your house does, so it's safe for your delicate electronics. But let's do a little bit of tool time. So let's just grab a DeWalt router and see how much it draws. For this 1/4 inch shank, I usually run this at about 3. So I'm going to turn it on. Let's see what it does. Now let's turn it up to 6 and see what kind of surge power it takes. That's actually quite surprising. I thought it would have pulled more watts. And for camping, these lights are very handy. Bring your battery charger. This is a 4 amp hour battery, and you could run this, you could recharge your batteries for 6 hours. That's quite a bit of time working off site. If you're working off grid, you're working at a hunting cabin, this can provide continuous power without the hassle that you get with gasoline. So let's get to the video. The MC4 connectors go on the panel. The XT60 goes into the unit. Also included, various barrel connectors. The nice pouch has a water-resistant webbing on the zipper, which is nice. Velcro attaches these legs on. There are 4 legs, one on each panel. These are 200-watt panels. I'm going to open it up here before I take it outside and set it up. It has 2 clasps, a nice handle, and a green reflective strip. We have a standard wall charging outlet, decent sized instruction manual, well packed. Has a nice appearance, feels very solid. It's got 2 handles on either side, but I have no problem carrying it with one hand. I hooked up this 1500 watt ceramic space heater, ran it no problem. And now I got a chance to hook up these solar panels. Moderately bright day, a little partly cloudy, so you get some variability. It sets up easily. Hook up the male and female MC4 connectors and then plug in this XT60. Power it up. And we have liftoff. So it works as intended. Mostly it bounced around between 90 and 130, but the highest I saw it hit was 174 watts. And it can handle a wide variety of household appliances in a power outage. You'll hear the fan powering up here. And you can use it for working under the hood. You can hook lights to it, your batteries, chargers, everything. It's just convenient. After having used this for a few weeks, I didn't realize in the beginning how much of a convenience this is to avoid dealing with extension cords all the time. And you can ditch the ice bags on your camping trips. And if you like to tinker, I got this little 12-volt pump, just kind of toying around with it. This has been very useful for this cargo trailer conversion, I can tell you. Without a doubt, I have been using this a lot. And it works great for those corded power tools as well. I use my DeWalt grinder here. I'm working on the camper galley kitchen, and I'm cleaning up this joint. So do I recommend the ALLPOWERS? Yeah, I do. I think with over 1,000 watt hours of battery storage, balanced out with the portability and the weight of it, I think it's a good value. But you really have to evaluate what your needs are, how you plan to use it. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like and subscribe.